Can you believe that this soup was made without oil? Look at the color, it looks so beautiful, right? Actually, this soup was inspired by Cooking and Lifestyle with Tessie. I saw the video on her channel and it looks so delicious and so yummy, and I told her I was going to make this soup and give her my feedback. So I decided to make this soup. If you want to know my honest opinion about this soup, and if you want to also know if you should try it or not, then make sure you watch this video to the end. So to make this soup, I am going to be using 3 red bell peppers, 1 scotch bonnet pepper and 1 onion. Now I'm going to slice everything, just cut them into smaller pieces and add it into the blender. So if you want to make this soup, the quantity of the egusi you are going to be using determines the amount of bell peppers you are going to blend. So for this soup, I am using 1.5 cups of egusi seeds. So that's why I'm using 3 red bell peppers. Now just add a little water to help the peppers to blend well, just a very tiny bit of water. After blending them, add them into the pot, cover and let it cook until the whole water dries up. Now while that is cooking, you're going to go ahead and blend the egusi seeds and the crayfish. Already I've washed the egusi and the crayfish and I just took them out from my freezer. If you saw my Nigerian foodstuff haul, you will see how I washed them. So now I'm going to add some water into it, just about half of what we have in the blender, and then I'm going to blend it until it's very smooth. So now over to the pot. As you can see, the water has not dried up yet. I am still going to cover it and allow it to dry completely. Now that the water is dried, I'm going to add the egusi, the blended egusi and the crayfish. Stir everything together and cover the pot. Allow it to cook for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes of cooking, this is what the egusi should look like. Basically, as you can see, the water is almost dried up, and that is what I am going for. Now I'm going to add the meat. Already I have cooked the meat that I'm using beef. You can use any type of meat you want. Make sure you cook the meat until it is well cooked. Now add the meat into the pot, stir everything together to make sure they are well combined, and then pour in the stock from the meat. Stir it again and add your seasoning. So I'm going to be using onga. You don't necessarily have to add onga, but I like to add onga. Now I used 2 nut cubes to cook the meat, so I'm not going to be adding any Maggi or nut cubes to this soup again. I just tested for salt and everything is just okay. Now I'm going to add the dry fish. I also took the dry fish out from my freezer, poured hot water over it and let it set for like 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I washed and took out the bone in the fish. So add the fish, stir it, just gently stir it so that it doesn't scatter in the pot. Add more water if you think that the soup is still very thick. Cover the pot and allow it to cook for another 10 minutes. After 10 minutes of cooking, this is what the soup looks like. And now it is time to add your vegetable, and I'm using fresh spinach for this soup. Add the vegetable and cover the pot. Allow it to simmer for 5 minutes. Now, after 5 minutes of simmering, this is the soup. We are done. Nothing much. As you can see, it is super easy to make, very simple, looks so yummy and so delicious. So now it is time for us to taste the soup to see if it actually tastes so good as it looks, because it looks so delicious. So this is me about to test the soup for you all. This is actually my first time of making this type of soup with bell peppers, and for me, I think the soup tastes so great. Like, you really need to give it a try and give me your feedback. Just go and try it. If you're still watching this video to this moment, what are you still waiting for? Just get into your kitchen and make this soup for your family, and they will absolutely love it. So Tessie, I want to thank you so much for this method you have given us. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.